Simplification of sets. Let us assume that we want to simplify the set square root of 12. Now the first thing that we have to do is to find the factors of 12. So what are the factors of 12? The factors of 12 are, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So within the factors of 12, we pick the highest perfect square. But with the factors of 12, we have only one perfect square, which is 4. So 4 times 3 will give us 12. So this one will be equal to square root of, this is the highest perfect square in the factors, times the 3. Now this one is equal to square root of 4 times square root of 3. Now since 4 is a perfect square, square root of 4 gives 2 times root 3. Now the final answer is 2 root 3. So it means that we have simplified root 12 to 2 root 3. Let us solve another example. Let us simplify root 50. So as I told you, we are going to find the factors of 50. And what are the factors of 50? We have 1, 2, 5, 10, 25, and 50. And within the factors, we pick the highest perfect square. But this one is having only one perfect square, which is 25. So we pick the 25 and multiply by 2 to get the 50. So square root of 50 is equal to 25, which is the highest perfect square, times the 2, which will give us square root of 25 times square root of 2. Since 25 is a perfect square, square root of 25 gives 5 times root 2. Now we have 5 root 2. It means that when you simplify root 50, you will get 5 root 2. Let us solve another example. Simplify root 18. So as we did before, we are going to write the factors of 18, then we pick the highest perfect square within the factors. The highest perfect square in the factors of 18 is 9, so it's going to be the highest perfect square times 2, because 9 times 2 will give us the 18. Now this one is equal to root 9 times root 2. Now the square root of 9 is 3, so it's going to be 3 root 2. Now what about if the number is huge? How can you simplify it? So let me give you an example. So normally the question will say that simplify without using calculator or tables. So the first example that we shall consider is square root of 162. So how can you write all the factors of 162 and pick the highest perfect square? So the trick that I'm coming to show you right now is that, though the question says without using calculator, so you are not going to use the calculator to write the final answer, but the calculator is going to help you to get the highest perfect square. When you use the calculator to punch square root of 162, you will get 9 root 2. So what you are going to do is that you are going to multiply the number outside the root sign by itself, and that will give you the highest perfect square. So the number outside the root sign is 9. When you multiply 9 by itself, it gives 81. So 81 becomes the highest perfect square. So it becomes 81 times, then you multiply by the 2. So this gives root 81 times root 2. which will give you, now the square root of 81 is 9, because you will get 9 root 2. Okay, let me solve one more example. How to simplify a huge number. Square root of 150. What I will do is that I will punch square root of 150, and the answer is 5 root 6. To get the highest perfect square, the number outside the root sign is 5. I will multiply the 5 by itself to get the highest perfect square. So when I multiply 5 by itself, I will get 25. So it's going to be 25 times 6. This is going to be root 25 times root 6, which is going to be, root 25 is 5 multiplying root 6. Okay, so the homework that I'm going to give you is that I want you to simplify square root of 216. Please, I want you to share my videos and leave comments. Thank you very much.